Okay, so I just wanted to document a experiment or project, I guess it is, that I'm doing, which is building a pellet trap. I did some research on the internet and saw a couple different ideas. People are doing everything from purchasing steel BB and pellet traps to building wood boxes and putting in duct seal to catch the pellets. Other people are just using plastic containers. Probably I should have just bought a pellet trap. It would have been a lot easier, but I wanted to try and put something together that I could shoot in a house that would give me an opening a little bit bigger than the standard 12 by 12, I think, which comes in the steel boxes. So I bought a few different supplies. I think total is probably about $65, $70. So if it comes out good, it's worth it. If not, then you know, it's just time spent, and we'll have to move on to something else. So I want to show you where we're at so far. What I did is I purchased this Husky box here from Home Depot. Just a regular plastic container. Has a lid on it. And what I have inside here is, if I can show you here, I bought some steel sheets. These are 22 gauge steel that I bought at Home Depot. I have 4 of them in here, and what they are, this is really right at the beginning stages. The only thing I really have done so far is bent those steel plates, but they're basically 12 by 12 steel plates that I purchased. I don't know if it would stop a 22 or 25 caliber pellet being shot straight on it, but again, this is really going to be, for the most part, for indoor use, just a couple CO2 pellet guns. Once I take my rifle, my PCP rifle out, and get that sighted in, I might take this with me to see how it does and to see if it's something that would, it's a 22 caliber, and to see if it would actually stop it or not. But again, this is basically just going to be for home use. So what I did here on these plates is I just took a board and I put the plate, I had the plate flat, and I put this on there, stood on there, and then I just bent that up, and I did that so it would kind of fit into the sides here. So let's see. I'll hold the box up in a minute, let you see where we're at with it. So basically at this point, we just have the steel plates that are here that go along the side that will shield any angled shots or pellet ricochets. And I'm still trying to figure this out. Like I said, this is just kind of a personal documentation that I thought I'd share on YouTube. So it's not something that I have pre-done or anything like that. I know it probably is overkill for a pellet gun, but again, I just figured I'd give it a shot, give it a whirl. This one I bent as well, and this one is going to be going on the bottom. And then we have the top one, which I will need to bend also, going on the top. I actually saw some of the bullet traps. Let me see if, let me turn this around here, because this is actually the top here. Everything, so I'm going to be, oh, I saw some boxes. I know most of the boxes that you order, some of the steel traps, they actually have the steel plate at the top angled like this, so that when the pellet comes in, it hits the steel trap and it hits the steel plate, and it angles it down so it doesn't ricochet out. I don't think that's going to be a problem with this. I was going to set it up this way, but I think based on the fact that I'm going to use the cover and cut a hole in the cover and use cardboard for the front, which I'm going to be attaching the targets to, which I don't have yet. I don't think I'm going to have a problem with the ricochet. So if I do, I can obviously just kind of tweak everything a little bit. But this I need to bend here, and this is going to be used for the top. As you can see, we have the, I think I need to bend this a little bit more, get a better angle on it. Okay, so we have the top. It's all going to fall apart when I lift it up, but and now what I need to do is basically use some adhesive that I got. Let's see what we got here. And figure out the best way. So, cut this, I'll be right back. Hopefully everything will stay together, hopefully. But what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to basically put the power grab on the seam so that it holds everything together, at least the metal pieces together. And also, what I'm going to do is adhere to the back of the back as well, so it stays onto here. The stuff grabs pretty quick, I gotta say. I'm impressed. It's already holding it on pretty good. Like I said, it probably would have been a heck of a lot easier just buying a bullet trap, but I figured I'd give it a shot. I give credit to every single, I know everyone's different, everybody's got their own way of doing it, but these videos on YouTube, when people are just doing reviews or doing, they're informational about a product or, opening the box type reviews, I'm giving credit to all those people because it is not easy to sit here and do a project and to have everything situated right, the camera, so that people can see and everything else. Like I said, this is really strictly for my own purposes and just documenting what I'm doing here, but I'm gonna put it on YouTube and I apologize if people are gonna read it or watch it, I should say, and not be able to really get anything out of it because it's hard to follow. Jeez. And I can actually probably see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna let this dry, and when I lift it up, everything's gonna fall apart. Well, today is New Year's Eve, so I think I'm gonna have to, I wish everybody a happy New Year's and a safe New Year's Eve tonight, and a wonderful New Year's for 2019. I think what I'm gonna have to do at the end of this is just kind of put a comment in, if I can even do that, and say go to like 20.25 or an hour 0.25 to see the final product. That's the inside of the box as that's drying. What the plan is now is I was gonna hang pieces of, I have a rubber mat that I bought. It's like a $6-7 recycled rubber mat. It almost feels like a piece of tire tread. And I was going to cut it into pieces and hang it up in pieces so that when the pellet hit, goes through the target, goes through the cardboard that's holding the target, it would hit the rubber and it would absorb some of the, I don't think it's gonna ricochet off of that rubber, but I think it would absorb some of the energy, and hopefully the pellet would drop. Again, I'm trying to set it up so that the pellet doesn't hit the tin, because being that I'm going to shoot it inside the house, I don't want to keep hearing a clank, and I don't want to have it so loud that it's not enjoyable. But this does need to dry, so we're just going to let that dry. I actually bought a package of screen mesh that you would use for your your porch screen, and it's actually pet screen, so it's a little bit thicker, because I heard that if you set that up the right way, the screen actually acts like Kevlar. So I think I might wrap that screen around the rubber to help maybe minimize the chance of the pellet ricocheting or the BB ricocheting off of the rubber mat. Okay, so that's 19 inches. Basically, we're just going to set that in there like that, and I want to try wrapping this in screen. I don't know. Like I said, it's probably overkill. Probably doesn't make sense. I could stop here. I probably didn't even need the steel. I probably could have used the plastic with the cardboard in the background. Probably could have just used the mat by itself. But sometimes you get that bug in you and you want to just try something. So that's what I'm doing here. It's like a bulletproof vest. It's really thick screen and heavy, and I don't think anything's going to go through that.